On a quiet morning, as the sun slowly rose over the ground, a tiny ant stepped out of her anthill. The world around her felt vast. As she walked forward, ready to begin another day, something stopped her. A grain of wheat. It lay there silently, rough, heavy, and far bigger than her tiny body. She stared at it for a moment. A small voice inside her said, "This is too much for you." But she stepped closer anyway. She pushed. Nothing happened. She pulled with all her strength. Still nothing. The ant stood there breathing hard. Other ants walked past her, busy, focused, moving on. No one laughed. No one doubted her. But no one helped either. For a brief moment, quitting felt easy, but then something shifted inside her. She planted her feet firmly into the ground, and she pushed again slowly. This time the grain moved just a tiny bit. She stopped, took a breath, then pushed again. Another small movement. Push by push, step by step, the grain began to slide forward. Minutes passed. The sun climbed higher. Her legs trembled. Her body ached. The anthill still felt far away. Every part of her wanted to stop, but she didn't rush. She didn't complain. She stayed disciplined. One push, one breath, one step. That was enough. From a distance, another ant noticed her. He stopped, watched quietly. Then, without a word, he stepped in and pushed beside her. Moments later, another ant joined. Then another. No speeches, no instructions, just understanding. Together they pushed, together they pulled, together they struggled. The grain moved faster, the ground behind them disappeared. And finally, as the sky softened into evening light, the grain reached the anthill. It was safe. Food for today, food for tomorrow. Food for many days to come. The smallest ant stood there exhausted, dusty but smiling. Not because the grain was heavy, not because others helped, but because she learned something powerful. That small steps taken with discipline and shared through teamwork can move even the heaviest goals. So remember this. When your dream feels too big, when progress feels slow, when you feel too small, don't quit. Take the next small step, because even the tiniest effort, when repeated, can change everything. And that is the power of the ant and the heavy grain.